Me, Skip, I think Floyd just looked. Floyd, you done made enough money.
Things didn't go right. Took a loss. I took a heavy loss, actually. But nothing can hold me back.
Get back?
Yep.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
That Floyd Mayweather was allegedly connected to financial losses tied to $42 million Australian dollars scheme. Shannon Sharpe addressed the issue with pointed criticism, conveyed disappointment, and noted that, according to what had been shared, the necessary legal steps at both state and federal levels were said to have been completed. Sharpe maintained that someone with Mayweather's level of experience should have independently reviewed the details and accepted greater accountability. In his opinion, a public figure of that magnitude must apply stricter financial oversight to avoid setbacks of that magnitude.
Independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the internal revenue.
Growing scrutiny. Floyd Mayweather shared his stance on wealth and public perception. He emphasized that discussing finances openly should not be seen as a reflection of his personal values. For him, money represents a tool, something that enables a fulfilling lifestyle and access to rare opportunities. He explained that financial independence provides the freedom to direct his own journey and pursue ventures that extend beyond conventional limits. In his view, this philosophy shapes the distinctive way he approaches business decisions.
About money, a lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. We can't feed our family just saying I love you. Money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having.
Floyd Mayweather has openly admitted that many of his financial moves carry substantial risk. He has said that he deliberately invests in opportunities that are unfamiliar or not widely understood. From his perspective, that willingness can spark innovation, but it also brings regular setbacks. He has acknowledged that a large portion of those ventures fail, viewing losses as an expected trade-off in pursuit of major rewards. According to Mayweather, this mindset reflects his readiness to gamble on bold opportunities for the chance at exceptional returns.
It gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results.
Often highlights his financial success, posting photos of significant cash stacks and notable account balances as symbols of what he has achieved. He frames these displays as evidence of his career milestones rather than acts of boasting. Still, critics like Shannon Sharpe have questioned that approach, arguing that focusing heavily on visible riches may distract from the importance of disciplined and strategic financial oversight.
Well, I need everybody. At Girl Collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl Collection. Yeah.
Sharpe's criticism. Beyond the reported financial controversy, questioning Floyd Mayweather's involvement in exhibition fights, he argued that much of the pay-per-view interest stems from viewers tuning in with hopes of seeing Mayweather lose. According to Sharpe, these showcase events no longer resemble traditional boxing contests, likening them to scripted entertainment similar to WWE. In his assessment, this strategy places revenue above the preservation of Mayweather's long-established.
And so the lure is still there.
Yeah.
They want to see Floyd get beat, even if it's somebody that's not a name that we. Man, a YouTuber did something that a world champion couldn't do.
Yeah. Didn't.
Yes.
No.
But I saw Floyd Mayweather get knocked down.
But at what point does Floyd have enough money not to stoop to do these exhibitions? But at some point, there is athletic dignity attached to 50 and 0, and that's the allure of this.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of, okay?
And the people that they're putting him in there with can't put him in harm's way.
No,
So he doesn't see, like, I just, like you said, I watched this ruckus on Twitter. I was like,
What?
like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
It definitely.
Broadened his critique by pointing to Floyd Mayweather's exhibition bout with Logan Paul. He contended that a matchup of that nature falls short of the standard typically associated with a fighter of Mayweather's caliber. Sharpe implied that financial incentives were the primary motivation behind participating, expressing concern about how such decisions might affect reputation and lasting respect. In his assessment, the situation suggested a preference for revenue over preserving legacy.
Easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah. Get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
It's not even the right Paul. It's not Jake Paul. It's the older
We get
brother.
the brother. We get the brother.
He's
there.
easier.
Look, I was like, I started with the moment Nate Robinson hit that canvas face first.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can we nominate as an athlete to get our get back? I looked at James Johnson.
Okay, but it's not Jake. It's the older brother.
I want somebody.
Somebody?
Brandon Marshall, our first thing first, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you who good with their hands that you might not know. Curtis Martin.
So what?
And we want our get back. That's what.
So you want Curtis Martin to fight Jake Paul
I
now?
want him to fight something. We go get our get back. Y'all not finna have bragging
Well,
rights.
this isn't even a fight.
Nope.
This is an exhibition.
No, I know what happens.
How low can you go?
I know you over there. You're like, yeah, we got him. You know, no. We go get our get back. This for the culture. We got to represent. Money, represent.
Represent?
Yep, lump him up.
You represented against Conor McGregor, and it was.
Mayweather shifts focus toward property investments. His recent remarks have sparked skepticism. He stated that he acquired 1,000 residential units across 62 buildings in New York City. Yet publicly accessible property records have not reflected ownership transfers matching that scale. In addition, groups like the NYC Housing Partnership have indicated they received no formal notification of such deals. As a result, several observers within the real estate industry have begun questioning whether the announcement may have been overstated.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, we all know him, the tremendous, talented boxer, but people don't realize how smart he is in business, especially real estate. He just did a blockbuster deal, forget about it. Upper Manhattan, 1,000 units consisting of 60 buildings, affordable housing, $402 million purchase price. The seller, Black Spruce Management. This is going to be a monster, huge deal. Already a very big portion of it already closed. The remaining portion should be closing the beginning of 2025. This is a guy who believes in long-term wealth, generational wealth. He's heavily involved in skyscrapers. Now he's getting very, very big in affordable housing in Upper Manhattan. Tremendous deal. $402 million. Once again, 1,000 units, 60 buildings. Forget about it. Maron. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. That's generational wealth, in my opinion. Not financial advice, not a financial planner, but very, very impressed. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not too shabby. V for victory.
Verify. Floyd Mayweather's stated real estate acquisitions. Additional questions surfaced. A spokesperson linked to his business interests maintained that the deals were authentic, but declined to issue a formal, on-the-record comment. In the same exchange, a person identified himself as James McNair. However, observers noted that the voice did not seem consistent with earlier recordings attributed to that name. These discrepancies have further fueled skepticism about the accuracy of Mayweather's property claims.
62 buildings. You buy a couple.
No, 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100 and some units.
He has 62 multifamily units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think
buildings.
about it. If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents. Let them move out and then build a skyscraper.
Right.
Or if
Person claiming to speak on behalf of Floyd Mayweather. His reported interest in these properties is rooted in his childhood experience living in affordable housing. The representative stated that this background influenced his attraction to rent-regulated buildings, viewing them as opportunities that blend financial return with positive community involvement. After adopting that perspective, Mayweather was said to have set his sights on purchasing a substantial portfolio of similar properties.
You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot. But even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real
Placed greater focus on real estate ventures in recent years. However, as his claims have become more expansive, some experts in the industry have questioned whether the size of his holdings is being exaggerated. While he presents his goal as merging financial gain with community benefit, the lack of supporting documentation and ambitious assertions have cast doubt on the veracity of his portfolio. Consequently, public perception is now a mix of admiration and skepticism.
Deals. Money Mayweather just inked a massive $402 million real estate deal in New York City, buying up 60 apartment buildings from Black Spruce Management, the equivalent of 1,000 apartment units. Now, Floyd said the goal is to be able to provide affordable housing to families that need it. Most of the units are located in Upper Manhattan. And he said that when he was a kid, his dream was just to be able to own a home, and that you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it. Damn, Floyd just bought the block. I'm proud of Floyd. He's come a long way. This is a guy who was once seen burning money in a nightclub. He spent $17 million on a watch. Not to pocket watch him, but people looked at him for years like, yo, he wastes a lot of money. Does he ever give back? And now he's providing affordable housing? Damn, Money Mayweather's come a long way. This is a real good look. It shows evolution. It shows maturity. Not to mention, it's always great to see another person of
controversies. Floyd Mayweather amassed his wealth by betting on himself. Notably, he invested $750,000 into one of his own bouts. Bold decision that launched his path as an independent businessman. From that point on, he managed his finances largely without traditional advisors. While fans admired his self-reliant strategy, it also involved risks that are increasingly visible in the current.
A successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya.
Floyd Mayweather opted to run his career without a conventional manager, personally overseeing all negotiations and financial choices. This strategy granted him total control and full accountability. When executed successfully, It propelled him to become one of the richest athletes in history. Yet lacking a professional support team also means mistakes, such as involvement in a scam, can have significant repercussions. His independence has served as both his greatest strength and his most substantial vulnerability.
Yeah, he's never had a manager as well, right? He's always negotiated his own deals. Is that what kind of led to his wealth? He didn't have to cut a
It's not that he ain't got a manager, but he has got a manager. So he's can't remember his name now. So he's got a man, an elderly fella that's always with him, and but he does everything goes through him. Everything. Floyd ain't very clever, believe me. But training wise, the man's a genius, and it's hard work, dedication. Don't matter how good you are. I mean, I am world class as an athlete, but I never trained like the top boys. I just thought, don't worry out, because I love a row and I love the fighting. Let's just turn up.
Yeah.
I mean, but after 3-4 rounds, if I ain't knocked you out, what sting come?
Floyd Mayweather frequently reflects on the difference between his early career and today's landscape. He notes that building influence was far more challenging in his rise, requiring effort to earn every bit of attention, like the current era, where a single social media post can reach millions instantly. Mayweather views that struggle as lending greater authenticity to his achievements. Critics, however, contend that he now leans on his established reputation while making choices that could potentially undermine his standing.